Mother's Day Cricut projects you can make at home. Personalized planter. Step 1. In Cricut Design Space, go to Images and search for images related to mothers. Step 2. Select the image you want to use and add it to Canvas. Step 3. Select the design and click Ungroup in the Layers panel. Step 4. If there are any elements in the design you want to remove, select it and click Delete. Step 5. Now, reposition the design. Step 6. Select all the layers, click the Align drop-down and select Center horizontally. Step 7. Click Attach on the bottom right side of the screen. Step 8. Unlock the design from the toolbar and resize it to the size you need for the project. Step 9. If you wish to change the color of the design, click on the color box in the operation panel and select the color. Step 10. When you're happy with the design, click Make It and click Continue in the Prepare screen. Step 11. Click Browse All Materials, search and select the vinyl material you're using and click Done. Step 12. Place the material on the mat and burnish it down. Step 13. Load the mat in and start cutting. Step 14. Once it's done cutting, unload the mat, flip it over and peel off the material. Step 15. Grab the material, trim it down, and weed out the design. Step 16. Grab transfer tape, place it on top of the decal, and trim off the excess. Step 17. Burnish the transfer tape and the decal on both sides to ensure that the decal adheres well. Step 18. Peel off the backing sheet, grab a cradle or scraper tool, and then place the planter on top to hold it in place. Step 19. Place the transfer tape with the decal on the planter and smooth it down. Step 20. Peel off the transfer tape and it's done. Paper Flower Shadow Box. Step 1. If you have a flowered design SVG to use, upload it to Cricut Design Space. Step 2. If you don't have an SVG flower design to use, get paper flower designs from Design Space Images. Step 3. Once you have the design loaded into the canvas with the design selected, click Ungroup in the Layers panel. Step 4. Select a petal and duplicate it. Resize the duplicated petal and duplicate as many petals as required. Step 5. Once done, click Make It, adjust the material size and click Continue. Step 6. Set light cardstock as the base material. Step 7. Place the material on the mat, load it in and start cutting. Step 8. Once it's done cutting, unload the mat and peel off the material and the petals from the mat. Step 9. Go ahead and cut the remaining petals following the same steps. Step 10. Once you've cut all the petals, get them sorted in shapes and colors. Step 11. Grab a glue stick and curl the petals inwards at an angle. Step 12. After curling all the petals, grab the bud petal, apply glue to the opposite sides of the petals and hold them together to create overlapping petals. Step 13. Hold them together until the glue sets, apply glue at the bottom of the first bud and apply the other petal layer. Step 14. Go ahead and glue the rest of the petals with the curve facing inward to create the bud. Step 15. Once you've created the bud, glue the remaining petals with the curve facing outwards, not inwards. Step 16. As you glue the petals, make sure to pay attention to the direction. Step 17. Once done, glue the circle at the base. Step 18. Once you have all the flowers done, grab the shadow box and remove the backing. Step 19. Grab the white frame that was included inside, grab a white cardstock and trim it to size, then tape the white frame and the cardstock. Step 20. Now arrange the flowers on top of the white frame. Step 21. Go back to Cricut Design Space, type in a personalized sentiment and cut it following the same steps. Step 22. You can also cut out some leaves. Step 23. Once you have everything ready, arrange the leaves and the flowers to check the placement. Step 24. Glue the leaves on the white frame. Step 25. Once you're done gluing the leaves, glue the flowers using hot glue. Step 26. Once you've glued the flowers, glue the personalized sentiment beneath the flowers. Step 27. Place the flower with the frame inside the shadow box, insert the backing and close it. Step 28. The flower shadow box is ready to be gifted. Tile plaque. Step 1. In Design Space, go to Shapes and select the square. Step 2. Unlock the square and resize it to the size of the tile. Step 3. With the square selected, click the color box in the Operations section and change the color to white. Step 4. Click Text, click Font drop-down, then search and select a bold font to use. Step 5. Type in Mom, resize the text and line it up inside the rectangle. Step 6. Select the text and the rectangle, click Align drop-down and select Center. Step 7. Click Text again, click Font drop-down, then search and select a font to use to create the knockout text. Step 8. Type in the text, such as a name. Step 9. If you wish to add glyphs, navigate to Font Book, select a font, then scroll and select the heart glyph. Step 10. Copy the glyph, go back to the design space and paste the glyph in the text box. Step 11. Add additional text to the text box and resize the text. Step 12. If the letters are too spaced out, make the changes from the letter space drop-down. Step 13. If the letters are not lined together, click Ungroup and bring the letters together. Step 14. Once you have all the letters attached to one another, select the text and click the Offset drop-down. Step 15. Set a small distance and click Apply. Step 16. Hide the text offset from the Layers panel, select the text and click Weld. Step 17. Go back to the Layers panel, select the text offset and unhide it by clicking the Hide icon. Step 18. Next, select both the basic text and the offset text, then click Group. Step 19. Drag and place it on top of the rectangle and the first text. Step 20. Resize the text, select all the designs, click the Align drop-down and select Center. Step 21. Select the rectangle and hide it from the Layers panel. Step 22. Select the top text, click Ungroup and drag down the basic text. Step 23. Now, go ahead and select the offset in the first text layer and click Slice. Step 24. Drag the sliced results apart and delete the sliced results you do not need. Step 25. Drag and place the second basic text on top of the first one. Step 26. Select all the designs, click the Align drop-down and select Center. Step 27. Select the first text layer, click the color box in the Operations section and change the color. Step 28. Once the design is ready, click Make It, check both the mats and click Continue. Step 29. Select vinyl as the base material, place the material on the mat and burnish using a brayer. Step 30. Load the mat into the machine and start cutting. Step 31. Once it's done cutting, place the other material on the mat, load the mat in and cut it. Step 32. Once it's done cutting, unload the mat and weed out both designs. Step 33. Clean the tile plaque with rubbing alcohol. Step 34. Trim off excess material from the design, then measure and check the placement of the design on the tile plaque. Step 35. Grab a piece of transfer tape, peel off the backing sheet, place it over the vinyl and smooth it down. Step 36. Peel off the backing sheet from the vinyl and line up the vinyl on top of the tile. Step 37, smooth it down and peel off the transfer tape. Step 38, place transfer tape on top of the other text and smooth it down using a scraper tool. Step 39, peel off the backing sheet from the vinyl and line up the decal on top of the first design. Step 40, smooth down the vinyl and peel off the transfer tape carefully. For more such help and information, visit us at www.mannymaker.com or call us at +1 786 866 5932 +44 020 3983 0480.